Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colon Sr. This is the EC Show coming to you from sunny South Florida. As always, my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan, About That Life, Joseph Budo. This is a full EJ production in association with Jeremy Torres and the people here at the Performing Arts Center here in Coral Springs. Jordan Crate from Jordan Crate Photography is in the building. The show is fully sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. Guys, make sure you visit kdpowergreens.com. All of your brand new EC Respect merch, you can go visit EnasiaColon.com, ENASIACOLON.com. This is a pure coincidence.
First thing you're going to notice.
Couple.
First thing you guys are going to notice.
This is a pure coincidence.
We got the same shirt on.
This is 2 weeks in a row now.
2 weeks in a row.
If you guys would have came with both black pants on, I would have.
Listen, we were just, I mean, I got black in the pants, and I got black in the shoes.
First off, your phone posits are they're amazing.
This sweater is the reason for me to break them out.
So
I looked at
this is pure coincidence. Joe and I, we do see each other like, earlier in the day, but we do not discuss anything that has to do with the show.
Hey, what are you wearing tonight? Hey, what are you wearing?
We don't do that.
Nah.
We don't discuss topics. We don't do none of that. It's all freestyle, all off the head. I wear this. He walks in.
He just starts dying laughing. And at first, I didn't know what he was laughing at. I looked around like, what's so funny? And then I looked at this. I'm like, Jesus, 2 weeks in a row now. Last week, I was like, look, we're matching.
It really, really, really looks good. It really does.
It does.
There's a couple things that are in the works. We kind of teased it last episode and the episode before, but it's actually official. Paperwork is signed. We are going to do a collaboration with Hosei Kijima. He's a DC United player, and he's going to collab with us. So it's going to be Respect in Red. If you could pull it up for me, Jeremy, please. That's going to be the theme. But on the back of the shirt is actually going to be a homage to him, to pay respect to him. It's Respect in Japanese. There it is. Bang. Thank you. So
it's fried rice.
Yes. No, it doesn't, EJ. It does not say that. It says respect. We double check, triple check. We make sure, because in Japanese there's many different dialects.
You're not gonna tell me. I grew up in a very, very big tattoo community.
And that's why EJ says that, because some people they'll be like, yo, I got a tattoo and it's a Japanese letter or a Chinese letter, and it's like,
it means life, love, and health and wealth. And the Japanese person's like, no, it does not.
No, it does not.
It says frog, cat, dog, and duck.
No, it does not. But no, we're extremely thankful. You're going to be able to purchase this all on Enasia's website. Once again, EnasiaColon.com.
I seen the proofs. They're fire.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of thought went into it.
A lot of thought went into it. He has a creative mind. He literally, like, I kid you not, we talked about it. We had lunch. We were sitting there just going back and forth. And he was like, I'll come up with the ideas. And some of the ideas that I showed to Jeremy and I showed to you.
I liked a couple of them too. Like the one with the sleeve.
Don't talk too much.
Don't talk too much.
There's one that I really like, but the problem is, for those that don't know, white does not sell very well.
No.
Because it has to be like very fit people or people that don't mind or are comfortable in their own skin wearing it.
Same like all red.
But the white one that we created with the sun and it's just, I don't even want to talk too much about it. It's ridiculous. It's nuts. But no, we're excited. This is going to come out, the official date as of right now is March 17th. That's the official date. That's going to be the collab. We're excited about that. And there's one more thing to announce. The ink is waiting to dry. AutoNation will officially be a sponsor for the next couple of months. They're coming back on the show.
That's awesome.
And this time around, it's going to be different, because this time around, we're actually going to plug them and they're going to be on the freaking backdrop.
Okay.
So we're allowed to use their logo, as to where before we were just shouting them out as live ad reads. This time around, we actually have permission to use their logo, so that's a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Big thanks. That's
amazing. I apologize in advance. Episode of that. Make sure you check out the last one. Joe's going to record his new one tomorrow with his dad. It's going to be a lot of fun because obviously his pops just got back from Mexico.
Yep. They in customs, they asked my dad if he was an American citizen. My mom told me that today. Because my dad outed her.
He should have said no.
Yeah. My dad was talking shit first. He goes, leave it to your mother. Almost fell down the escalator on the way out. I go, what do you mean? What do you mean? He goes, normal people just let the bag roll, and they just kind of go with it. Your mother trying to squeeze it onto one step. Next thing you know, she's on 2 steps. Her purse is tied in with the bag. She starts falling forward. Some guy behind her, my dad's on an escalator next to her. They went down 2 separate ones. And some guy behind her grabbed my mom, pulled her up. My dad goes, you should have let her go. He goes, I got insurance. But
I wonder if they asked him that, because for those that don't know, Joe's dad vacations a lot. And he likes to go to these resorts where it's like full nude. So he likes to get his tan on. So he's usually like Dan Marino dark.
He just went to Jamaica. So like he is fresh off of a Jamaica tan.
And now he has Mexico
He
tan.
went to Mexico with a Jamaica tan. And I picked him up today, brother. And it was dark under that overhang.
You broke your rule.
I know.
Tell the other one what your rule is.
Well, it's not even. It's not.
It's a rule.
It's two things that
You told me.
It is a rule. Like even Rachel.
Two things you won't do.
Two things I don't like to do, and people just know it.
Ask me to
That is one.
move.
Ask me to help you move, and ask me to pick you up from the airport. Two things I just don't like doing. Like nobody wants to like get up and go help you move a couch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just like throw down on a mover and help you. Or like for my dad even. My dad I was like, yo, can I send you a car? Can I send? He goes, come on, bro. I hate Ubers. I hate Ubers. I go, what do you hate about an Uber?
Right.
He's driving you to your destination. He goes, it's just awkward.
So you had to go pick him up.
Listen, it wasn't like no worries. I picked up Stink early. I went and dropped off the groceries because I went grocery shopping to burn some time before Stink. And then he called me, so I was like, fuck, let me get out of here. Picked up Stink early, dropped.
Broke your rule. Look at you.
Yeah, well, for him, it's
understandable. Yeah, but guys, make sure you subscribe. I apologize in advance.
Yeah,
we
we'll be
support
over there,
Joe
man.
immensely. You know, I tag everything that they do. I repost it because, you know what, that's the way it's supposed to be.
You gotta share it.
You gotta share
Spread
it.
it.
Because you know what, at the end of the day, if I get put on, he gets put on. If he gets put on,
That's it.
I get put on. That's all.
Speaking of sharing and putting things on, I think my TikTok got hacked. Yeah.
What do you mean? We were going to use that back in the days. For those that don't know, in the very, very early stages of the EC show, we were deciding how could we attract more attraction and what can we use. And David was like, use this. And then Joe was like, well, I have a TikTok that's dormant. Let's use that.
Yeah, and it had a decent amount of followers. It had like 4,000 or 5,000 followers, and I don't use TikTok that often. So I was like, we were going to switch it to the EC show. We never ended up doing it. And then I did the apologize in advance, and then eventually switched it.
Because I apologize in advance was getting flagged every time you were trying to.
I posted.
They would mute the audio, right? That's what they would do?
I posted probably 5 or 6 videos, and they just took the audio off it. So it's just a video of us talking with no words.
Right. Does make sense.
That's why everyone's like bitching about TikTok dying. I was like, sucked for me.
It
I know
worked
it's
for
helping
me.
a lot of small businesses. I'm not knocking it. I know there's people that have gone viral on little baby cupcakes that look crazy. Good for y'all. For me, it just didn't work out. Censorship was just terrible. And I get a call from my cousin, Gianna Duke. DJ knows Gianna. And she's like, are you on TikTok live right now? I go, no. And she sends me a screenshot, and there's like somebody live on my page.
Wow.
And they changed the name to like Free Rusty T with like a bunch of numbers. So I was like, I went in there and I was like, change password. And it's like, we just sent a text message to his phone number. And I was like,
That's not my phone number.
So someone really got in my shit. I was able to change the name back to apologize in advance, but I wasn't able to change the handle because you're going to change it once every 30 days.
Right.
So somebody's legit in there, and somebody like was on live. Like it was like some weird, I don't know, something so weird. But when I do get it back, I'm just shoot whoever a DM. They got me 8,000 more followers. When I do get it back, appreciate you. I was at like 5. I'm at like 13 or something.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I don't know.
dude.
I don't know who's in it. Somebody's in it. Congratulations. I mean, but then she was saying that they were saying my name in the.
The
chat.
crazy part about it is like, for me, there's so many platforms and we're still doing everything organically. It's just so much to deal with. I got to deal with Instagram. I got to deal with, the website. I got to
Listen,
deal
I thought
with
we were
YouTube.
good. I thought we were good on YouTube. We're not yet.
I mean, it's going to take time.
I'm thinking.
It's gonna take time.
I
It's
tried
gonna
to
take
promote.
time.
I tried to promote the new episode. Within 7 minutes, it was denied.
Yeah.
So normally the pending process is like an hour,
here's the
2
thing.
hours,
So here's
7
the thing.
minutes denied.
I know our audience has noticed it because our audience is paying attention. We've cleaned up this show immensely since we originally started.
I mean, I've tried to clean up the other one
Immensely.
too.
There's an episode, I kid you not, back in the days with the guys from Canada, and shout out to those boys. There's no way in God's green earth that we can use that episode in any way, shape, or form today.
Listen, I some of the early I apologize in advance ones are real bad
So
too.
we've cleaned up the show, but the reason why we've cleaned up the show is because myself and Joe, we've had conversations excessively about identifying how can we really monetize and broaden, the spectrum of these shows. And it's not going to come from this platform. It's going to come from advertising and promoting other people's brands and partnering with them and collabing with them. So we realized that real quickly. But
what I need to find is like my Cinderella shoe.
yeah, of course. But what the thing is when you do that, you gotta kind of like meet in the middle. So when you gotta compromise with these people because they're gonna give you a check, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna give you a check and they're gonna
compromising.
pay you, but they're gonna be like, we don't want you to deviate off the show too much because that's what the show is.
That's what the audience is there for.
So what if you continue the show and just bleep out the curse words?
You could do that.
You could do that to an extent, but then also what happens is it limits the amount of exposure that brand or that specific business wants to associate
Yeah,
themselves
so like
with.
sometimes on like my videos, because they're all monetized now. They all 80% of them, 89% of them still say ineligible, and then some of them say limited.
So have
limited is like
next pod, which is going to be tomorrow.
You try to
Have
clean up
him-
as much as possible.
Have
Bleep
him
out?
Bleep them out, and guaranteed it's going to be monetized.
I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow.
But the thing is
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no.
obviously,
Well, I'm just saying it depends on like some of the episodes. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like, we've grown pretty good organically,
Yeah.
and I feel like everyone that is subscribed right now, like I look at the analytics, and there's like 85% of the views are returning viewers.
yes.
So.
They're just, I don't know what, they just don't like hitting the subscribe. They don't like hitting the subscribe button.
Well, I mean, subscribers too that are coming back, but a lot of people are returning. So, for me,
That's where it gets tough, because they'll
like,
tell you
yeah,
it's a
it's like,
returning
do I-
viewer, but the viewer might not be subscribed.
yeah, then it'll say then it'll say how many subscribers came back to watch it again. So there's a whole bunch, bro. There's so many different analytics on there. Like you could think of anything.
Anything.
That, sex, age, location,
City.
county, city. Like they can break down whatever.
They break it all you want.
And so then you got to figure out: do you want to compromise your show?
No.
For the advertisements?
No.
Or do you want to stay?
It's just one episode to see if it works.
I tried that. It's weird because there's episodes that I think that I'm like, oh, we were like one with my sister, for instance. I was like, oh, we were squeaky clean with this one with Bianca. There's no way. Flag.
It happens.
I just
It's
got flagged
weird.
for election promotion. The election's over.
Yeah.
That was one of the flags I got.
It happens. It happens sometimes. It's weird. It's just,
Yeah.
and it don't
Listen,
necessarily
it's going
give
to
you a
take time.
clear cut.
It's going to take time. I've already seen changes. Like I was able to tell like YouTube how bad my video was.
Yeah.
And now I'm just telling them that it's fine and then submitting it. And if they find it,
I
they
have
catch
to
it,
double
that's fine.
check what the
But
promotion
that's only on the
is.
shorts.
I have to double check what the promotion is, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think what we ended up agreeing to, and it'll be on paper when I see it. I think AutoNation wants us to promote that they will match any down payment for any vehicle up to a certain amount. I got to find out
I
what
was
that
gonna
certain
say,
amount
well,
is.
what are we matching?
Up to that certain amount, and then on a trade-in, whatever you trade in, whatever the value is, if you go to a competitor and you bring that amount, they give you $500 more on top of that amount as well.
Okay, well,
So I
good.
think that's something.
need to
We're
get
gonna have
G
a
a car.
QR code and all that stuff. It's gonna be this.
No, I heard that, Joe.
What?
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
I gotta do it.
Do what?
Get G a car.
Eventually.
I mean, he has to
eventually,
eventually.
bro. Like, I don't have like we got too much shit going on
He
for
has to
G-Bell to be
eventually.
taking Rachel's car, I don't want her taking my car.
Yeah, that's
But-
what you said about Rachel. Then, yeah.
What?
Yep, mhm.
Yeah, Rachel be stuck at the house, and I gotta hear Rachel bitching to me. Where are you? G-Bell's got the car. No, no. I ain't trying to deal with that. I don't even know how my brother deals with that shit.
So over this past weekend, there was some All-Star games. I didn't watch the NBA All-Star game at all.
I didn't watch
didn't watch a
anything yet.
second of it. Not
No,
one.
I watched 9 seconds.
Not 1 second of it. I did watch, and the reason why I watched, and shout out to Randy and Josh. Randy and Josh, they're good friends of the show. We appreciate what they do. Rip It Randy's a big fan of Tyler Hero. So he's a big, he's a stan of Tyler Hero.
Word on the streets was he won the 3-point contest.
Yes.
I'm
but-
addicted to this, by the way.
But Randy did it on his actual stream. He did it on his actual stream where he live streamed watching Tyler Hero win. And it turned into a big thing because now his subscriber list for what he's doing right now is like through the roof now because of that. Shout out to the TGL, TGL golf tournament, the
it's
simulation tournament.
Tiger Golf League. I'm thoroughly addicted now.
Yeah.
I'm like they did a triple header yesterday. I'm fully invested in this. Tiger should be out there tonight. He wasn't out there previously. I guess he had an injury or something. He was at the Genesis Cup. Shout out Ludwig Eberg. This guy's he's an animal. That's his name, bro.
I'm shocked that you even said it properly.
Yeah, bro, I'm a huge fan. He was balling out yesterday, too. Ludwig, he was banged up at Pebble Beach, right?
Right.
Like 12 golfers dropped out of the tournament.
Uh-huh.
Because they were sick.
Right.
They all had the flu.
Yeah.
And it was right around when like everyone was getting sick. And Aberg was hurting, bro. He was sick, but
Right.
this motherfucker was in the lead.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I can't drop out.
Right, of course.
Winning this thing.
Uh-huh.
Bro, he's dying.
Yeah.
They're just showing him on camera every hole. And he's like this, bro. He's standing over his bag like this. At one point, he's sitting on his own golf bag. Like, bro, he's like, you can tell by how bad he's hurting, and he won.
Yeah.
Next week, he plays a tournament. Bro, still banged up, comes in like top 5. And then he just played the Genesis, Tiger Woods actual tournament. And he's still feeling like shit, and he wins it.
Yeah.
And then he flew
So maybe he should just keep feeling like shit and he'll
Yo,
win.
that's what they were saying. They're like, yo, how much is left in the tank for you today? Because you just played all these tournaments, the Genesis Cup, you just won it, all banged up.
Right.
And you just flew to the TGL to play a doubleheader. So this was after his first
I actually
match.
know what hotel they stay at because I had lunch with
It's up by you.
I had lunch with Hosei Kijima, and they were literally in that hotel.
Yeah.
So the visiting team stay at this hotel specifically.
It's right up by, because you're pretty far, like right by where we're going to Mr. Lee's. Shout out Mr. Lee's Barbecue. We're going to check it out tonight.
We're going to check it out tonight. We'll give you, we always support you, Mr. Lee. Like,
Yeah,
don't
no,
get it
that was
twisted.
one of the things.
We're going tonight?
Yeah, we're going to go right after this, of course.
He's like, biggest night of my life. You don't come support him. Like, motherfucker.
We support you all the time.
If I read correctly in the Sun Sentinel, you shouted me out for giving you a smoker that I wasn't using, so you had double smokers.
So back to what I was originally stating. There was All-Star games this weekend. I didn't watch the NBA one, but
So bad.
But
It was 20 minutes of
the
commercials.
so
NHL
fast.
one was phenomenal. And for
Hats
those
off
that
to
didn't
USA.
watch, I missed the first 2 seconds.
which means you missed the fight.
One fight.
Yeah.
Because my buddy texted me. My buddy's like, yo, you watching this NHL? I was like, oh, shoot. So I literally jumped real quick. I saw fight 2 and I saw fight 3. That is phenomenal. That is amazing. In an All-Star game, within the first 9 seconds to drop your glove sticks and let's just get it on?
That's it.
But here's the thing. I don't
know why,
understand.
right?
This is the one thing I don't
Yeah, they
understand.
booed our national anthem.
This is the one thing I don't understand.
We don't do that.
Okay, yeah, hockey players like the tough, but when you're punching this guy in your head, you're just punching his helmet.
No.
You get the jaw.
They drop it on now.
9 seconds.
They drop it on now.
I
Then they
watch all
wrap
3
your
fights.
your jersey up right here.
I make sure I watch that.
I don't want to hit my mic, but yeah, they wrap your
Most of the
jersey
fights I see
up,
the top.
and you keep them at an arm's reach like this with your jersey wrapped up, and when you just feel it.
So here's the thing, because we definitely have support from Canada, and we love,
Shout out the Kachuk brothers.
We love those people up there. I mean, obviously we're red-blooded
Shout out to
Americans,
Hamas.
but we love
My
our
Dutch
people
right
up in
there.
Canada. No one should boo a national anthem.
No.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if
we
it's
were in
Canada
Japan.
booing ours. I don't care if it's United States.
I mean, if Germany's in Israel, that's
Listen.
What is wrong with
National,
just saying
national,
that I would
national
let that to
anthems.
pass.
Listen to me. Listen, hold on.
a
National
pass.
anthems are sacred.
yeah.
Period. Don't boo anybody's national anthem. You might dislike these individuals or whatever it may be. Show a level of professionalism, show class.
Listen,
don't boo the national anthems.
every comment on the internet is Canadians saying, I'm Canadian and I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
For all those people, like that should have never been done. We love the USA. Everyone, Canadian here, happy you guys whooped the shit out of us. Like, everybody was siding.
USA is putting belts at ass.
No, yeah, everybody was siding with, every Canadian sided with
The U.S.
the U.S. that wasn't in that arena booing.
So here's the issue for those that don't know. This Thursday is the actual final game. It's USA versus Canada
Again.
in Boston.
Listen, we already talked about this in the shop today. There is no shot in hell
That Canada wins.
that Boston does not boo that Canadian national anthem.
And it sucks.
I want us to not do it. I want us, as Americans, to take the high road. Unfortunately,
That's not happening.
no offense to a lot of people, because I love y'all, my Boston people, you're getting booed in Boston.
it's not happening.
The Boston people
not
are
happening.
unforgiving.
That's not
It's
happening.
like if this was in Philly,
It's not
you're
happening.
getting booed there too.
That's not
it's just,
happening. Yeah.
listen, if you're in Florida, you might even get booed. You know what I'm saying? It's just, there's certain states that,
Do I have to
That
wait?
whole grudge-
So
that
quick
whole
question.
grudges.
I'm rooting for the USA. You're rooting for USA, obviously.
Yeah.
But if Canada wins, do I get to debut "Oh Canada" in the next episode?
Shout out Rick, the trainer. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
are you singing "Oh Canada" if they win?
I mean, I had it prepared the
Listen.
last time. EJ would tell you I practiced in the house.
It was
This is
so
a PSA.
shit.
This is
Oh
a
my
PSA. As
God.
Americans, we can't lose this game.
No, it
one
would
of
be
the
terrible
brothers might be
if
questionable.
we started those fights in the first 9 seconds, put belt to ass in that game,
Oh,
beat
no.
them
There
3-1,
will-
and then we lose in the final.
No, Jordan called it. There will be more fights in the first 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I would say at least 2, for sure.
I just love
guess
the
they
fact
were-
they just like, yo,
Set it
wanna
up.
go?
They just look at each other.
Like,
go.
yeah, you wanna go?
And they'll say to each other.
And
on the
nobody
ice-
says no.
No, they all agree. Like, they'll say, like, I forgot who it was, but it was somebody on the Panthers during the playoffs, and he was mic'd, and they played the clip, and he goes, do you want to give the people what they want? And as he skated past the guy on the other team, and he's like, yep. Puck dropped, they went right at each other and just beat the shit out of each other. It was like, because everyone wanted it. They were just chipping away at each other all game. They were trying to give the people what they want.
Kachuk's brother, I think his name is Brad. I think
No.
it's Brad. Is
David?
it? Dave? I forget.
Oh,
Forgive me. I'm so
definitely-
sorry. You
definitely
deserve better
combination.
than that. I think it's Brad. He was
Matthew
mic'd up. He was mic'd up for the game, and when he
Mic'd
came out of the actual penalty box, went over to the referees and was like,
Oh, yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
guys, what do you think of that?" And he was like, "Oh, that was
But
awesome."
this is the first time in, 25 years there's actually a fight during the All-Star game?
He said, "This is awesome. It was amazing. That was great.
What's the
I
new
sent
platform?
it to
Just get it out their system. This, that, and the third. Blah 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 blah." It was actually. Listen to me.
Brady.
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 Yeah, that's how.
I was like, I knew it was
That's
weird
how.
in my head.
That's how it should be. That's. Listen, the level of competitiveness in an All-Star game, the NBA, you should relax and take notes because that's exactly the level of.
Shit, what do
You're
you
watching
mean?
the best
NFL
players in the
too.
world. Yeah.
Some guy tweeted, I'm going to post that to tweet on my shit tomorrow. He's like, NFL does flag football, NBA doesn't play defense, and these guys are literally beating the shit out of each other three fights in 9 seconds for their country.
1,000.
And they're paid the less.
And they're paid the least.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
understand how more people don't watch hockey.
It was exciting.
It's such a great sport.
You want to know
It
why?
doesn't
Wait,
matter
wait,
what
time
hockey
out. I'll tell you.
Baseball
I'll
All-Star
tell you
Weekend
why.
is better than all 3 of them.
I'll tell you why
That
more
shit.
people don't watch hockey.
Eh.
The marketing dollars behind hockey are nowhere near as high as every other sport.
No, of course
That's the reason why people
And
don't watch
if
hockey.
you also notice, you won't see all these NHL players on social media. That's why.
Yeah.
Like Connor McDavid, they had to beg him to make an Instagram.
He's good.
Bro, hey,
The first goal he scored, oh my God.
You want
He's
to
filthy.
see some real skills, bro? Fucking 3-point competition. Watch him skate and
Well,
maneuver the pucks. Do
A
that thing.
3-point, I'm not going to take away. A 3-point is.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, 3-point
I
is.
mean, there's
Steph,
also there's 12-year-olds that can make
Dude.
3 points. There's 10-year-olds that can make 3 points.
but wait
I
a
don't
second.
know
But
no
it's still
10-year-old
hard.
but they can do it.
No, but it's
There's
still
like, These
hard.
skills competitions that are in.
I'm not taking. Wait.
I'm just saying.
I'm not taking away from.
No, EJ is.
I'm not taking away from
One,
the
you gotta
hockey
learn how
players
to
and their
skate.
skills.
2, you
That's
gotta
not what I'm
stop.
saying.
3, then you have to
Then you
skate.
have
To shoot a 3 is hard.
But a 10-year-old can do it.
Yeah, of course.
There's just a lot of shit.
The way Steph does it is crazy, though. You
Right.
saw he shot that 3 and he looked the other way, he just turned
No,
around.
He
Like,
is that guy was lab
Whoa,
made.
he pulled it from half and did that shit.
He pulls it from half all the time. It turns around, bro. When we go bowling and someone bowls and they turn around before it's a strike, we always go, "All right, Steph."
did you see? And I only seen this because of social media, not because I watched it. So Wemby comes in the locker room before the
He
game
is a
starts.
goofy-looking motherfucker.
Comes in the locker room, and Jokic is sitting there looking at him, and Jokic goes, "You brung a book to the locker room to the NBA All-Star game?" And he's like, "Yeah, I read a book before every game." And Jokic is just like, Jesus Christ.
I don't listen. Like I said, I don't watch much basketball.
It was
I get
hilarious.
I get fill-ins from the boys because I can't stand
Yo,
it.
dude, it was so funny, to be quite honest with you. No, but the NHL All-Star Game killed it. And we're rooting for the USA this Thursday in Boston against Canada.
Yeah, man.
Beat them. It's a great idea, too, by the way, to play
4 nations.
Finland versus Sweden versus USA versus Canada. Now, mind you, I think because of what the current state of what's going on in the world, I think that a country was left out that should have been in.
Russia.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, in all honesty, we all know from a skill standpoint, Canada produces
I would say
the best hockey players.
I would say the Canadians. They just everybody comes from Canada is just fire.
Yeah,
Is Connor even playing or no?
yeah, he played. He scored the first goal in the
Did he?
game. Yeah.
Connor Bernard.
I didn't see the.
Oh no, not Bedard. I thought you meant McDavid. Sorry,
No,
I
no,
apologize.
Bernard.
No,
Oh,
I
I
didn't
don't
know.
know.
I didn't know.
You opted out.
I don't know, but yeah, man, it's just so American. Some about
They're gonna boo the hell out
something
of it.
about grown men beating the shit out of each other in the middle of a game and not getting ejected. It just fires me.
Dude,
up.
they're gonna boo the living hell
I
out
know
of that.
Boston fans are relentless, bro. They're gonna, and you know what? They're gonna be like, "Yo, did you hear how loud they booed us? We're gonna have to fucking double that. We're gonna have to triple that." They might have air horns. Yo, you might get. It's gonna be prepared. Everyone tune in Thursday because it's definitely gonna be a spectacle.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely.
Listen,
it's
tune
on-
in anyway. It's your country.
It's on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
on
your
ESPN.
country.
ESPN plug, by the way. ESPN plug. Baseball. Baseball's right around the corner.
Right, I can smell it.
It's right around.
Every time I,
felt.
watch Juan
Listen,
Soto take batting practice.
for those that
I did the
are
same thing.
tuning in for the first time,
Yeah, but I get to do it for the next
EJ
15
and myself are Met fans.
Hopefully
My
you
whole
get to
family's
listen.
Met fans. Joe's family's all Yankee fans.
Oh,
I felt bad.
hater.
I felt bad
Cody
for
Bellinger's
Joe
haters.
and Aaron Judge and his Yankee stardom.
We fell
That
short.
the first question that he got asked, or one of the
Oh,
first questions
yeah,
that he got
something.
asked,
Was
was
about
about Juan Soto.
Have you talked to him?
Wait. Speaking of that, can we talk about how Rafael Devers is like being like?
Wait,
a
hold on.
prick the Red
Stop
Sox?
jumping the gun. Hold on 1 second. Stick to one
He's like,
thing.
yeah, have you talked to Soto? He's like, yeah, maybe, no.
He said he changed his number.
his
I was
number.
like, what?
Well, I mean,
Well, he did end up talking to him, so it's not you know.
yeah, it's not like he's like, I'm changing my number so I don't have to talk to Aaron Judge no more.
Yeah, no. He didn't do that.
So,
He just
gaslighting
changed
that.
his huge number.
One
That's
thing
all
I
they
will
did.
say about Aaron Judge is he is a team player. Like they were asking him like, oh, like if like Aaron Boone made you like hit last, he's like, whatever I got to do to get my team win.
He's the captain.
And then the next post I saw was that the Yankees are looking to extend Aaron Boone, and I'm like, yeah, you're in a poverty franchise right now. 'Cause there's no way you want Aaron Boone as your manager for the next 5
Listen,
years.
it is what it is. At the end of the day, I do question a lot of his calls and his judgment. But then again, we made it to the World Series. So, I mean, how bad is he?
No. I mean, look, at the end
I
of the
mean,
day,
you have an
He
all-star-
brought in Nestor Cortez.
You do have
He
a.
walked Mookie Betts.
Bro,
I mean, it was a
you-
bad
You guys
decision.
thought that was a good idea.
I didn't say that.
think-
I
it
was
was a
trying
good
to
idea.
explain it was the stupidest play in history, and you guys, no one was grasping it with me.
No,
I
we said no.
No,
We
we
said
both
lefty
said it was
versus
dumb,
lefty.
but
You
I-
brought up a good point about the fact that Nestor didn't pitch in so long, which is understandable. But at the end of the day, they're still pros.
But also, it put the winning run. We only had one out. It put the winning run on second. It just made no sense to me. A long fly ball tied the game because you intentionally walked
Another
Mookie,
thing, by the way, the Yankees.
who was
like,
0-3, by the way.
The Yankees,
and you bring
like-
Freddie Freeman, who's had the hottest bat. Like, what are you doing? Bro, come on. That was one of the worst
the
calls.
Yankees'
I'm
rule
sorry,
of
guys.
having to have a clean face is so dumb, bro.
Listen,
Devin
they-
Williams looks like an idiot.
Listen, but why do they have the most championships? Maybe that's because they dress cleaner.
Maybe
You don't
because he
know.
played
Look
against
good,
Plumbers
feel
for
good,
20
play
years.
good.
Look, I get the
Look good, feel good, play good.
tradition. I get the tradition part,
It's
and I
just what they
understand
do.
it. But the problem and the issue that I have is that this is dated. Like that's a dated thing. Like,
is a dated
you gotta
thing.
you gotta update it a little bit. Like
But I mean, well, all right, fine. Go ahead. Go put a big messy beard on. Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit?
or just
Should that-
loosen it up a little
Loosen
bit.
it up? I mean, they did. They
Listen,
let
listen.
Jabba-
All right, you
Jabba-
can have
Jabba
a
had
beard.
mustache.
You can have a beard or a mustache or a goatee, but at least keep it clean. Yeah, at least
we don't
keep
want
it
us
clean.
looking like slobs. You
yeah.
represent. I mean, not that I give a shit anymore because New York's already a shithole now, and they destroyed that place.
Right.
But what it once was, yeah, sure.
But it
I
felt-
think if anything now they should be able. I'm surprised that New York's not trying
It
to pass.
felt, it felt good to be talking about baseball,
I don't
having
get you flagged.
baseball around. I had a buddy of mine text me the other day, and he said, "How does it feel to have an owner that just has insanely godly money? Like seriously,
Oh my
like."
God. Speaking of your owner, they're smacking Tigers team around right
Yeah, I know. He just went into the bushes. By
Yeah.
the way.
Steve Cohen could own like anything he wanted.
now. Yeah, clearly he bought the New York Golf Club. They didn't have
The
a
New
team.
York Golf Club that he's
Every other-
watching right now.
Every other team's from. Well, no, there's. This is Jupiter Lynx, which is
Tigers team.
Tigers team, and they're playing New York. Steve Cohen just threw a team together, and they've been doing well. They're beating Tigers team 3-0 right now, and he just shanked one in the bushes. So yeah, Steve, I want Steve Cohen money. That's it's like, you know what? I'm gonna start a TGI team.
I explained
I'm gonna
that.
start a TGI
I
team.
explained that to EJ today so he can kind of understand. When you own something, when you're the owner of something, nobody can't tell you shit.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
If you choose to sit there and say, "Oh, from now on, you know what? We're not gonna have lunch for the employees on Friday. We're gonna have lunch for the employees Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from now on."
Yeah.
Can't nobody tell you nothing.
No, it's like that's the boss, guys.
All right, so what do you want on Wednesday? On Wednesday, we're gonna have chicken. On Thursday, we're gonna have steak, and on Friday, we're gonna have lobster.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who
Done.
can tell you anything?
Anything else, Mr. Cohen?
Anything else? Like, I guarantee you, the man probably hasn't driven his own car in probably a decade.
More than
I don't know.
that.
I feel like he's one of those nerdy rich guys. I feel like he's got a lot of cool shit that he drives around. I don't know. I don't know his personal life. I don't know
Dude,
anything about the guy besides he
He
owns the
went
Mets
to go
and the
sit
team
with
here.
his son front row at the Knicks game, courtside, and was wearing a pair of Brooks, some jeans, a quarter zip up from a country club, and a Met hat. That's it. That's what he had on. That was it. That's it. Like, it
With
just.
with 9,000 security men behind him.
Nobody beats Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Adam Sandler's in basketball shorts, shirts with holes in it.
Just the way he is.
Guys wear probably Billy.
It's just the way he is.
Listen, that's just how he is, and he donates so much shit to like charities, and he just does so much humanitarian good shit.
Right.
And he doesn't take care of himself at all.
Yeah.
It's just wild. to me.
Yo, did you see the clip on what was it? Did you see the clip on SNL?
No, but the 50th anniversary.
So listen to
I
this.
missed it.
I gotta
but
tell
I heard
you this.
the very end.
So there's
they
a
did an Eddie
skit.
Murphy one.
Yes, there's a
Is that
skit.
the one you're talking about?
Yes.
All right, here we go,
there's
here.
a skit between Keenan, Tracy Morgan. I forgot the lady's name. I apologize. You deserve better. And Eddie Murphy, and they're doing
Black chick?
Black Jeopardy.
Black chick.
Yeah.
Was it Tiffany Haddish?
No.
She's the best. I love
They
her.
did Black Jeopardy, and Keenan's the host. So Keenan is Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy is acting as if he is Tracy Morgan.
Okay.
So Eddie Murphy's acting like he's Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
So they introduced the other two contestants who are being played by the lady and being played by Tracy Morgan. And then they introduced Tracy Morgan being played by Eddie Murphy.
So was there 2 Tracy Morgans?
Yes.
Okay.
So Eddie Murphy sits there. Eddie Murphy says some funny shit. And he just goes.
I gotta watch.
He goes. Eddie Murphy asked Tracy Morgan. He goes, Tracy, you got so much money? He goes, yeah. You gotta have money when you eat 4 cheese lasagna.
Yo.
He said, I never touched. He said, I never touched 3 cheese lasagna. They gotta have 4 cheeses on it.
I gotta watch it
yo.
because Georgia texted me. He goes, "Did you catch it?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "You gotta catch." He goes, "The last segment with Eddie Murphy really killed it."
So here's the problem. Then there's another segment when they do it with Keenan and they do it with Eddie Murphy and they do it with Will Ferrell. But it's a scared straight thing, like you're scaring these kids.
That's the one he was telling me about. He didn't tell me about the Jeopardy.
But Will Ferrell walks in and he's wearing these coochie cutter shorts all the way up to. It makes Keenan and it makes Eddie Murphy break character. They can't hold it no more.
That's the one. That's what it was.
So funny,
Jordan
dude.
didn't tell me about the Jeopardy. He said they did a scared straight skit. That was amazing.
That's hilarious.
That's what
dude.
exactly it's like. Scared straight. So I gotta watch it.
No, it's really
because
funny.
Listen, those are you just named like so many fire comedians all in one that I love that I could watch. Tracy Morgan, so underrated. I think he's since like the beginning of his career has been one of the funniest guys out.
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to give a shout out to Ja'Cour Pearson. Shout out to Ja'Cour. You seen him today. Jay Peasy was in the shop.
Peasy.
He actually leaves tomorrow to go play for the St. Louis Battlehawks in the XFL. Jay Peasy, we wish you nothing but the best. Health, everything. You're gonna kill it. He's happy. He's excited. He's really looking forward to this season. They told him kind of like. He felt some type of way last year because he probably was misused. They're like, yo, we're going to use you every way possible. Yeah. So the only thing I said is stay as healthy as possible, too.
For sure. I just way out.
just stay as healthy as possible, for sure.
We wish you nothing but the best, success, all that.
So here's the thing. Did you figure out the rules to this TGL golf thing?
Yeah. So I think the front 9 is triples. So one person drives, one does the iron, one putts.
Okay.
But it goes in order. So say if you get to the 4th shot, the person that drove then putts again.
Right.
And then when it gets to holes 10 through 16, it's all singles.
Okay.
So Tiger Woods is going to play two holes. Matt Fitzpatrick will play 2 holes, and whatever the third player they have will play 2 holes. And heads up against somebody else. So like last night, Wyndham Clark was playing against Rory, and it was really good battles.
So who's so far? I mean, I know it's a short season, but who's the best team in it so far?
I mean, I guess you would have to say.
Oh, Craig, can you look it up while you get a chance? The TGL standings.
Atlanta was undefeated until.
That's Arthur Blank's team, the owner of the Falcons.
Yes, because they all have iced out chains that say Dirty Birds.
Wow.
Yeah. They're not real because there was kids in the crowd wearing them.
Yeah.
But they give them out to the fans too.
So
they look like iced out bust downs with a big iced out Dirty Birds logo, and it just says Dirty Birds. And all the little girls were in the stands doing it last night. They were doing the Dirty Bird in the stands, so they were teaching everybody up on the screen.
What was that running back's name who invented that dance? Oh, I don't know. I don't think he invented it, but he made it pop. Was it Jamal Anderson? Jamal Anderson was.
I don't know.
He was a running back. Yeah.
I don't know.
It was Jamal.
Everyone remembered the Dirty Bird.
It was Jamal Anderson.
But yeah, they were all in the stands, and Tampa Bay ended up beating them, giving them their first loss, which is Ludwig's team.
There's only 9 teams in the league or something like that, right?
I don't even know there's that many.
I think there's 9. I think it's 9.
I don't know. I think it could be. I mean, as far as I know, there's like 6.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Atlanta was undefeated until Tampa Bay beat them, and then Tampa Bay won again last night. And New York, I think, was undefeated also, but Jupiter Lynx had won. It's early in the season, but now they have these things called the hammers.
What's it? Oh,
so you
yeah.
Hammer down.
I did.
Tell
the audience.
So let's say we're doing a par 3. Bourne drives his ball. He gets it 12 feet from the cup. I drive my ball. I get it 3 feet from the cup. We get up there. I'm going to throw the hammer down, and that's going to make the hole worth 2 points. So the other team can either accept it, and the hole's worth 2, or if they deny it, they have to give you the hole.
Right.
So that you win the hole.
Right.
So the hammer could just be a tactic.
Right.
To throw the other team off, to see like, all right, maybe they'll concede the hole and let us win it, and so it's not worth 2. So anytime somebody gets close, like Wyndham Clark went up to Keegan Bradley, he's the captain of the USA team for the Ryder Cup, and he just walked up and he takes the hammer and he tucks it into the hole. It's a rag.
Right.
He takes it out of his pocket, he stuffs it in the hole a little bit, and the ref pulls the hole out.
So it's not an actual hammer?
No.
That would be better if it was an actual hammer.
Listen, I thought the same thing. I was like, yo, if they were able to just like slam a hammer down. But it's cool how they do it though, because it's like a challenge.
Because here's the thing, but that works for the NFL with the challenge flag. But here's the thing, like, you know when Belichick, you know how Belichick throws his challenge flags, like it looks awkward?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you actually have a hammer, you're gonna throw the hammer down, throw it
That would be dumb. Well, yeah,
down.
but you don't want to mess up the green and shit. But like for instance, Rory.
You could get a
Rory
styrofoam one.
Rory made a dope ass putt, and as he walked in front of Wyndham Clark, who was about to shoot, he went and just dropped it like that right in front of him.
Oh, some smooth shit.
Oh, some gangster shit.
Oh.
And it was in front of Keegan Bradley, and he goes, I accept it. And he accepted it, bro. It was like a 12-foot putt downhill. He nailed it.
Right.
And so they lost their hammer. Which they lose their hammer. They tied the hole.
Right.
But yeah, it's just cool because it's like, it's how much faith do you have in yourself? You know what I'm saying? So I got right up the bat. Rory threw the first one on the first hole.
Did you look up who was in first place or no?
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay?
Yeah, they won. Yeah, I told you they went.
And how many teams?
6.
6 teams.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
9.
So they went. Tampa Bay went ballistic.
They'll
yesterday.
increase though. They'll probably get more.
Oh yeah, bro. Steve started his own team just because he was like, oh, New York doesn't have a team? Sure, sign me up. I got you.
Jesus. And I wonder how long it took him to put that together.
15 minutes. Went to his phone. You want to be on New York? You want to be on New York? All right, I got a team. How about 100 million? That's it. I got that in my pocket. Hold on. Hand some cash.
So it's funny because I saw.
And look, Pete Alonso. There's your boy Pete.
Yeah, because it's all in Jupiter. It's in Jupiter.
Yeah, and you guys are in
Port
spring
St. Lucie.
training.
Port St. Lucie.
Lucie.
Yeah, so they're all there.
Oh,
Yeah,
CC.
CC
So, yeah, we
Sabathia's
got
there.
Mets and Yankees in the building.
Yeah.
We got supporting New York. That's the New York club right there behind them.
Absolutely.
Who
You
else
got
they
Jeff
got in there?
McNeil.
A lot of New York guys in there.
I think that's CC's son.
It's got to be.
Yeah, that's CC's son. Jeff McNeil's there. Pete Alonso's
Oh, you know,
there.
you won't see this under Pete Alonso's name. It said champion.
Oh, shut up, Joe.
Oh, that's you're talking about. Home run derby. He's got a couple of those.
But CC was better when CC was bigger.
Look at that guy holding
Yeah,
that
I was about
27.
to say.
I was in the building for that.
He was big. He was better. He was
was
a
a
better
big man.
pitcher when he's a big man.
He was a better pitcher when he was a drunk.
When
Let's call a spade a spade. Guy was better when he was getting wasted.
The man is sober.
Got
Leave him
sober and now
alone.
he can't throw a ball.
Leave him alone. He's sober.
Just
He's
like
good.
Eminem, he got sober and his fucking rap lyrics just went up to the toilet.
Why don't the Yankees have a team? We
do
could
you-
have 2 teams in New York. Why not?
Oh yeah, you got Tampa Bay,
And
Jupiter Lynx.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 2 teams in Florida. Why wouldn't you have 2 teams in New York?
Fuck.
You better tell Steinbrenner
Steinbrenner needs to get
and
on
them
it.
boys get involved.
It's like, I'm about to call Simon like, yo, Cullen is showing you up.
See, the
brother.
thing is I wouldn't mind going to something like this not knowing about this because I want you to teach me about it.
Yeah,
but you said that the tickets are ridiculous.
Yeah, Rachel last night, she's like, you've been watching this all day. You really love it. I was like, yeah, I would love it.
How much are the tickets?
Insane. I think the worst seat in the house is like 900. Yeah. I'm sure you could probably get it for like 600, but still, that's fine. That's a lot of money. But I mean, listen.
How many? Wait, so I guess the question.
It comes with food and drinks.
No,
and
no,
shit.
no. How many people could actually sit inside of this
Not a
facility?
lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot at all. I think it's a couple thousand.
Wow.
It's not a lot at all. That's why the tickets are so expensive.
So the people-
It's a SoFi Stadium in Palm Beach.
So the
it's like
people that own this are
half.
Rory and
Tiger. Yeah. It's called the Tiger Golf League.
And they own it together.
But they own it together.
They do own it together. I remember when they were putting this together. I love every aspect about it because they're hitting off real grass. Like,
Right.
This is all legit. Like, bro, I watched them take up the thing on a big gas crane and drop in a brand new fresh slab of grass.
Well, if you think about it, all that grass ends up coming from up there anyway. I don't know, for those that are watching for the first time, like a lot on 70 and 60, Interstate 60 and Interstate 70, these farmers will have just sod farms where they're just growing
Clean
straight
shit, yeah.
sod. And the majority of the time, that's where they're getting this grass from.
This sand is the actual sand that they use at Augusta.
Okay.
And the sand that they use at Augusta is imported from somewhere, bro. It's like, I don't know how to break it down, but if you put our sand,
Who's that kid? He looks like he just came out of high school.
I don't know, that's one of the Chinese guys. I forgot his name.
Oriental.
Oriental.
Asians.
No, but there was 2 of them that debuted yesterday. Matsuyama played at night, and Minwoo Kim Lee.
So when's the next one? When's the next games?
Monday and next Tuesday. So it seems to be every Monday and Tuesdays when they play.
Okay.
But there's a doubleheader on Monday, and then the Bay plays Jupiter. The Bay's the one that took the doubleheader yesterday.
So Bay is from where? From like
Tampa.
the what? Oh, Tampa Bay. They
Tampa
just
Bay.
call it the Bay.
Yeah, the Boston, their team is Boston Common Golf. That's their team.
Boston Common Golf.
Boston Common. That's their team. And their
So the
logo's
six
their
teams
logo's a
are
frog.
6 teams. Can you break it down for me? We got Tampa, Jupiter, New York, Boston. Who are the other 2? Atlanta and one more.
Trying to think.
Who we missing?
Trying to think before Jordan pulls it up. You said the 2 Florida, New York.
And it seems like all of these teams are on the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
Los Angeles?
Oh, there is an LA
there's
team?
Yeah.
Who's on LA? Does it say?
No, I'm not jumping into that yet. The Bay, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Jupiter, Boston, New York.
See, and it's dope. So like when they hit the balls into the simulator, and they're getting to the green, it shoots down laser beams onto the floor.
For what?
Where you have to put your ball.
Oh,
so where
okay.
your ball landed in the simulator, and this is the hole cam that's right above the hole. It's just real. All right, so this sand is
Yeah, it's
real
Augusta
deal,
Sand.
bro.
Bro, did you see the
That's
guy that
Augusta sand.
accidentally-
Look at that spray right there. That's Augusta sand.
Joe, you see the guy that was on warm-ups that hit a rock on accident and fucking holding one?
No.
Yeah.
On the TGL?
Yeah, but it was
You hit
on
a
warm-ups.
rock?
Warm-ups.
A rock?
Hit a rock. It
I
bounced
think-
off and it-
Yo, no one's
rolled
holding one on the thing yet.
So let me ask you a question. Do you guys feel, in your opinions, that Tiger kind of like went this route because this is easier for him?
I think so. He doesn't have to walk 18 holes, bro. That knee is not good.
Yeah.
His knee's not
Well,
holding up.
he'll
The
definitely play
surgeries are
again.
not good. What?
He'll definitely play again with Charlie.
Oh no, he's coming back. He'll be
I'm
back.
just
He'll be
saying.
back on tour. They said he might be at the next tournament.
He has a lot of fun playing with his son.
Yeah, the pro-ams and shit. Do I think that he ever reaches the level of domination where he used to be? I don't think so.
No. Does he have one left in the tank? Maybe.
I don't know. Another
Maybe.
major?
Maybe.
Another tournament? Problem is he can't stay consistent.
Ooh, he missed
I
that.
know. The problem is he can't stay consistent through day 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Like
But
he
here's
could
the
he
thing,
could
this
start
is-
off
this is
fire
just
hot
fun
and then
for
he
him.
just kind of crumbles.
This is like us
Where
doing
Scotty
the-
Scheffler had a bad third day at the Genesis and flipped his score 10 strokes Sunday to come in third, which is
This is like
nuts.
Top Golf for them.
Yes and no. I
having
mean, you
fun.
still gotta know how to play golf to do this.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
I mean, Tiger's shot right there was the first one I've seen really badly shanked. Like the most of them are just they're on.
I got to
line.
give a shout out to my buddy Ian. Ian came in today. Ian said, man, I had a bad day. And I had no idea what he was kind of addressing.
Yeah.
And he's like, golf will really humble you, like real quick. And I'm
It
thinking he had a
sure
bad
will.
day, like bad day meaning there's a bad day.
No, he had a bad day on the course.
He had a bad day on the course. and
Listen,
he was
man,
like,
I'm so happy that I'm not good enough to have those problems. I swear to God. I talked about this with one of Gio's friends' dads. Shout out Bill. He's Julia's dad. He plays golf a lot. And I was like, he's like, what's your handicap? I'm like, mine? 25, which means I shoot like a 97.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, 25 is great for me. I was like, I've never broke 90. I
if
think
somebody
90
would ask me my handicap was, Jeremy, I'd probably be like Parkinson's or Down syndrome. something like that. I don't know.
Well,
Like,
well, because pretty much a par on a normal 18-hole course is 72.
right.
So what you would shoot is your handicap. So let's say you shot 102, which is very common for people that don't golf. Your handicap's a 30.
I got that I learned that based off of his bowling league. Shout out to his bowling league. They do the thing
Tomorrow night.
at the lanes over here on Wednesday night. It's
AMF.
It's Rob, Joe. So Rob is Joe's brother. Rob, Joe, Brandon Israel, and Pat Miller. And the way I was taught about the handicap was because Pat Miller's handicap is what, minus 65?
Plus 65.
Plus 65. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
So he
minus
gets-
would be the other way. Sorry. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
he gets plus 6. He gets 65 pins on top of what he bowls because he's that terrible. There's no other way to sugarcoat that. Sorry. We appreciate him because Pat's been on fire the past 2 weeks. And the past 2 weeks, I'm like, yo, if we can get 180s out of Pat, we get 245 after his handicap. But if he does do it consistently,
So originally, so
like
let
if
me
he
get-
balls out again tomorrow, his handicap will be less this week than it was last week. It'll probably be like 60 this week because he did bowl really
So out of you four, and be honest, who's the best consistent bowler?
Consistency-wise, right now, I would say probably Brandon's the most consistent.
And overall?
Overall, high scores.
As many years as you guys have been playing together.
I mean, I would say probably I have the most 600 series in the league for the team. I mean, we all bowl lights out after bowling. It's so annoying. Right after the league, we're all bowling 200s like it's nothing. Like literally, like it's nothing. We're not even paying attention, and we're just rolling 200 games. Like, why couldn't we do this 35?
Pressure,
minutes?
man. Pressure bust pipes.
It does, man. And like I realized, like,
Next time is
and
big.
like my homeboy Stefan, who we call Swift, it's his nickname. He'll just look at me from like 6 names down. He's like, "Have fun. What are you doing?" Like he'll see me stressed out. He's like, "Have fun. Pretend like this is after bowling." And I'm like, I can't. I have that competitive nature in me. Like everything's on the board.
Right.
How many pins you're down? I can count the frames. I can do the math in my head. I can see what we're down. So like I'm constantly thinking about it.
Right.
So it's not sit back, relax, have fun. I'm competitive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first part of the season ended. We ended in 5th, which means we'll probably get like $300 or $400 each. No, probably like 300 each for coming in 5th. 2 more teams are added for the second half of the season. We were in 1st after week 1. I think we slipped to 2nd after week 2, maybe 3rd. So we'll see what we're walking into.
That's tomorrow for you. Tomorrow I got to make a special guest appearance because here's the thing, right? So you guys had a lot of soccer this weekend.
Live.
And I 100% know going through this with Inasia
That's
how
Charlie,
this
by the way.
is. Oh, yeah, that's Charlie Woods. I know what it is going through Inasia. I know President's Day, Thanksgiving. I know all pretty much these holidays, there's always tournaments or something that's going involved.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you have a day off from school? Good, we're going to book soccer for you.
Yeah, so
Your
last
day's
night,
not free.
a friend of ours, Sam and Phil, their daughter had a recreational championship. I couldn't make it.
After.
Right, I couldn't make it to their travel championship, which they won. Congratulations to Zahara and her team, Sydney and all of them. Shout out to you guys. I couldn't make it. So I said, I'm going to go to the rec one, which is later on in the evening.
Yeah.
I get there. I'm there with EJ. I'm there with my wife. And come to find out, it's a final for the team that they're playing against because if the team that they're playing against wins, over because they haven't lost.
Yeah.
But if Zahara's team beats this team, they have to play another final on Wednesday night.
Okay.
So I'm there, and I'm like, I came to see a final.
Yeah.
I didn't came to see the pre-final.
It's a semifinal.
It's a pre-final because it is the final for one team, but not for you guys
So it was like USA.
because it's
played-
double elimination.
Because USA played, after they beat Canada, and that game meant nothing.
So now I got to go back over there on Wednesday night to go
So
see
they
the
won.
final. They
Good.
won, yeah, they
Good,
won.
Good.
They
Yeah,
won.
Rich was like, Zahara won the championship at Western Cup, and now they're on their way to the rec because she's got another championship game to play. I'm like, Zahara's out there just crushing it. Good for her. I love that.
And then I see Dumel, shout out to him. I see Lewis. I got a video of those boys
I love seeing
actually
W's.
playing afterwards with the kids.
Lewis? I've seen Lewis play.
Lewis.
Yeah, it's
now,
funny.
Lewis, you're my man. I love you to death, but we need to get you in the Santa outfit this year for December, seriously.
Bro, I've seen Lewis play. It's funny stuff. Dumel I actually seen score a goal, so shout out Dumel.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The old man still got it.
They still got it.
He don't look old, though. He looks 17 to me.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't
Like,
really look old.
he can blend in with a crowd, right?
He doesn't.
Yo, like, if your whole school is walking out, you throw a backpack on Dumel, he's fitting right
Well,
in.
he has like all them gray hairs.
Hey, listen, if you can just keep your hat on, head down with a backpack, that boy's fucking
So
solid.
just a friendly reminder, guys, make sure you click like, subscribe, or I apologize in advance. Please, guys, make sure you go show some love to
Comment,
Joe's
like,
show,
share.
him and his dad. They love it. We love it. We
on
show
all the
love
videos.
in
Our
the world.
videos, too. Holy shit, New York's winning 6-0.
TGL. I'm gonna tune in to start watching this TGL stuff.
It's
I wanna
fun,
pay
man.
attention.
Listen, it's something because like look, there's the laser of where the ball
Right,
is
you
hit.
were
So now
telling me.
they have to put their ball in the center of that. Now, if you let your play clock, because they're on a clock.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have timeouts and shit, and the other players can help them like get their line on their putts. As soon as it gets to 15 seconds, the entire stadium sound system cuts off the music because they're playing music the whole time, and it's just a loud ass.
Oh, it's like a pulse.
Big ass heartbeat.
Oh,
the whole stadium shakes.
okay.
If it gets to 15 seconds, the whole. Doo, doo. So you're standing over a putt, and you got these speakers blaring in your ear of the. So, for instance, Wyndham Clark had a long putt, and the clock's beating down. Boom, 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 and right before the putt, Rory calls timeout on the other team.
Oh, he iced him.
Iced him.
Oh, okay.
And he walks over to his, and they're all mic'd. You can hear that's the best part is they're all talking shit to each other the whole time. That's why it's so good.
The only thing is they can't curse like
No,
they
they
want
can't.
to.
They can't curse. You can tell when they curse because they cut that out real quick. Like
they edit
you
it
just hear
out.
them go mute. They'll be in the middle of a sentence and it's mute. And Wyndham Clark walked over and he goes, "Damn, that was a good timeout, right?" He frees me up like that. And they were all like, "What?" Now, as soon as the timeout's over, he goes, "Go up there. Now you don't have the heartbeat in your ear no more."
Exactly.
He
So
goes, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." So now you got to go up there to perfect silence because now the clock reset. So you got to go up there and drained it. Now he goes, "I probably would have missed it with the heartbeat on." Bro, the heartbeat, and they have a microphone in the cup, which is really dope.
Yeah, you can
So when
hear
it
it.
goes in the cup,
You hear
the
it.
whole stadium, you just hear the ball hitting the bottom of the cup. It's cool, man. I love what they did with it. I enjoy watching regular golf. So being able to watch these guys that come out here that compete competitively every weekend for millions of dollars,
Right.
come out and have a good time with each other, it's a good time.
and not kill themselves.
Yeah, like there's Ricky Fowler.
And not kill themselves.
Ricky Fowler's on.
But they
Team
play a
New York.
lot less golf in this than they would play if they were
Yeah,
playing
bro.
ace
Like,
and
and they have all their clubs there. You know, there's a guy there that's taking their clubs, cleaning them off for them, and all that. But then they can go to the board and figure out the angle, how they want to hit the shot. It's just, I don't know, man. For me, it's just cool shit because it's I love innovative. I love things that are moving forward and progressing and becoming cooler.
New York is beating the dogs.
Dogs 7-0.
Not a 7-0.
I've never seen somebody get their ass
Steve
beat
is
this
probably
bad.
happy as hell. Guys,
And
make
Tiger's
sure
back
this
tonight?
Thursday, USA versus Canada, NHL
USA.
final, USA. We root for you guys. Sorry, Pete and the boys
Listen,
up there.
they're rooting for USA too. I already know they are. I already know Adrian
Well, guys,
MB.
that's going to conclude today's episode. Make sure you click like, subscribe on all podcast platforms, on Rumble and on YouTube. Show sponsored by KD Power Greens, our urban farm microgreens company that I own with my kids. And guys, go visit EnasiaCologne.com for all of your brand new EC Respect merch. ENASIACOLON.com. You couldn't wait till I was fucking done to do that,
That's
you
it.
dumbass? See you next episode.
Say it now.